going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video of the beautiful Volkswagen Gti. Today's video is going to be about the P3 Gauge. The P3 Gauge, you guys have probably seen it online. You guys have probably seen it in cars, especially mine. You can see it right there. P3 Gauge. Oh my gosh. Is absolutely incredible. I've been using this P3 Gauge for about a year now, and I want to give you guys my full ownership take on it to just help you decide whether or not you should spend close to $400, because that's what the price is on buying this. It's quite expensive, I know, for a mod, especially a boost gauge, but it's not just a boost gauge, it's an everything gauge on the car. And I will go ahead and show you right now. First things first, the best thing about this gauge is it's just so incredibly classy. The reason why I'm saying that is because this thing just fits right into a vent, still a usable vent, so all your air, your hot and your cold can come right out, but it also it doesn't take up space like the other gauges would, like up here or down here and block a little bit of your cluster or whatever that is. This is any gauge, and what I mean by that is it's a boost gauge, it's an air gauge, it's a temperature gauge, it's a 0 to 60 gauge, it's a 100 to 0 gauge. Yeah, you heard that right, you can go backwards. It's a battery gauge, it's your throttle response gauge, it's your combustion timing gauge, it's all these things. I'll go ahead and show you real quick. Just click on through them. Here you have your boost gauge, the coolant, 201, nice, the air outside. So the air gauge shows you what your air intake is taking at what temperature, and right now it's reading 104. What it's taking off the mass airflow, which is really super nice during hot days, along with coolant, because you want to see how cool it is. Next one, ignition timing, 0. EGT, your throttle. And this is a fun one. You can actually see your RPMs digitally, not analog like you do have on the GTI right here. You get a little fun little thing right there. Super nice. Your speed, so you can have it digital as well, even though the center thing over here does it. You can have it there. Your 0 to 60, so when you're at a stop, it'll say ready, so it's ready for you to just touch the gas. All you have to do is click the gas, it goes, and then at 60, it stops, because it has your speed. Super awesome. And then battery voltage, mine's at 13. Awesome. AFR 14. Some of these things I don't necessarily know what they are because I don't pay too much attention to them. I just do how cool it is air temperature wise and in the engine wise and boost. Sometimes I use 0 to 60, not too much, but this has so much to go with it. There's a few more things you can do to it if you're more intermediate, where you want to get analog readings. They have a hardwire for that with the boost and everything. You just click it into the OBD2 sensor down here. You guys know where that is, or hopefully not right here. Woo! But down below, you just pop it in there, you run it through, stick it through here. There you go. So this gauge specifically, the one that I'm showing you, the P3 gauge for the Volkswagen GTI, usually runs between $325 and $390 to $400. You can find it at in between those prices, depends on where you go. Like Euro tuning, they have it at I think it's $389, and then I think ECS has it at $385 or something. But those are the big boys you can buy from. We all know that. It's easy to find there. They'll give you a huge description on all the little stuff you can do other than just analog boost, which is super helpful. So the best part about the boost gauge for me is it gives immediate diagnosis of the car. As soon as you get a check engine light, it'll read that code to you and give you a little beep and a warning that you have a check engine code. It'll show on the little screen right here what code it is, P0156, blah, 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 whatever. It pops that up so you can real quick look it up on your phone, and then if it's nothing huge or something you know about because you're tuning the car and it's the downpipe and all that other funky stuff that happens when you mod, you can go ahead and erase it right away, so you're not always having the check engine light. super incredibly helpful, especially for me because I take this car on a lot of road trips. So halfway through a 4-hour road trip, I want to see how the car and the engine are doing. So I look at the coolant, I look at the air, I look at the timing, look at all those standings to see if they're where they are usually at, and if they're not, you know, I can pull over, figure out what it is, and get it fixed. And the same goes with the reading of the code. It pops up right away if I have a check engine, so that's not just sitting there and I have to go to AutoZone and have someone read it or plug in one of my toys to read it. So that's my favorite part about the P3 gauge, is that it reads the codes for you and it shows you diagnosis of the main stuff that runs your engine. So based on what I've told you guys, if you're looking at buying this gauge and you're kind of hesitant on what it does and if it actually really works and if it's actually really good, I've been owning it for a year now, and I can tell you wholeheartedly, this gauge is absolutely amazing and it's worth the near $400 that you're going to be paying. So if you have any doubts and you're kind of on the fence and you have the money, I say go for it. Get it done. Do it. You're going to love it. It looks amazing. It works phenomenal. I haven't had any issues with it malfunctioning or not working. None whatsoever for the past year. And it has helped me keep this Volkswagen GTI so healthy because it shows me all the time and it lets me know. And it's my main centerpiece for helping this car stay amazing. So go ahead, get this gauge. Get it. And with that, I wanted to keep this video pretty short for you guys. I know how it is. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna finish the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. I'll do more small reviews on the stuff that I have in this car to give you guys an idea how it is and everything. So if you do, leave a like, comment down below, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video.